All right, so we are going to continue practicing solving for literals today, but we're going to be working on something very specific, okay? So we're going to be given an equation with an x, a y, and a number, and we need to get it to y equals, okay? We need to get it to y equals. And what's going to happen is we're going to have something x plus or minus something, okay? And this guy, it needs to be a fraction. Either a fraction or a whole number. Okay, a fraction or a whole number. This can either be a whole number or a decimal. And what we're heading to is we're heading to y equals mx plus b. So we're actually going to be graphing lines here very soon. And this will help us be able to understand what is my m and what is my b. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with our do now today. And let's think about what's happening. So we have times -3 divide -3 plus 2x minus 2x. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to subtract the x. Okay, we're going to subtract the x to the other side. And this goes away. -3y is going to drop. And we're going to write the x first. Okay, because remember, standard form says that x's come before numbers. So the x is going to go first. So these both just drop. They're not like terms. All right, so now we're going to divide 3 times. -3, -3, -3. And today you definitely are going to have to make use of your Desmos calculator, okay? So make sure that you've got that open because we need to simplify fractions. So that's going to cross out. All right, -2/3. Remember, this needs to be a fraction. So -2 divided by 3, hit your fraction key. Wrong fraction key. -2 divided by 3, fraction key. So that becomes -2/3. So I'm going to move, sorry, that's a positive 2/3 because I lost a negative. So 2/3. So +2, +3, there's my x. And -15 divided by -3 gives me 5, which is a +5. So I have y equals 2/3 x plus 5, and this is done. Okay, so the number next to the x is going to be a fraction, and this number is going to be whole number or decimal. Okay, let's try it again. The first thing you're going to do is move the x. So minus the x. Cross it out. -3y equals. Remember, these are just going to hold on to each other, so they're going to drop. So -2x plus a 15. Okay, we're going to divide 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Cross it out. Y equals. Well, we already know -2 divided by -3, that's right here. That's going to be a +2/3. And 15, this time is positive, divided by a -3 is a -5. So -5, and it's done. Okay, it's done. Okay, I'll help you with one more, and then I'm going to let you kind of hit pause and see what you can do with it. So let's take a look at this one. So this time my y is here. Okay, my y is in a different spot. So I need to move the x. I'm still moving x. So minus the 6x, so I have -5y equals. Remember, the x is going to go first, so those two just drop. They're hanging on to each other. Divide 3 times. -5, -5, -5. This crosses out. -6 divided by -5, fraction, +6/5. -30 divided by negative 5 is positive 6. And that is done. All right, see what you can do with the next one. Okay, we have to move that 3x. So since it's negative, I'm going to add it. So 6y equals 3x minus 12. Remember, those are just hanging on to each other. Divide by 6 3 times. Gone. Y equals. Okay, 3 divided by 6. Fraction. That's 1 over 2. So 1 over 2. X. Negative 12 divided by 6 is negative 2. So if you came up with y equals 1/2 x minus 2, good job. All right, last one. Let's see what you can do with it. Last one on this page. So here's my y. So I'm going to add the x. So negative 2y equals 8x minus 10. Divide 3 times. Negative 2, negative 2. Cross out. Y equals 8 divided by negative 2 is negative 4. So negative 4x. That can be seen as negative 4 over 1. That's just fine. And negative 10 divided by negative 2 is 5. So plus 5. And it's finished. All right, let's do 2 more and then we'll call it good and you can keep practicing. So on this case, both of them we're going to distribute. Okay, so this is negative 6y minus 24 is equal to 3x. Now in this case, my x is over here, but the number needs to move. So the opposite of negative 24 is a positive 24. Gone. Now these are still not like terms, so they're still just going to hold on to each other. And I'm dividing 3 times. Cross out. So 3 divided by negative 6. 3 divide negative 6. Fraction. That's negative 1/2. Now, notice how the negative goes to the top. Okay? The negative goes to the top. We're not going to write it on the side. We're going to write it on the top because that's going to help us know whether or not our line is going to go up or down. And 24 divided by negative 6. Oops, I should clear all that. 24 divided by negative 6 gives me a minus 4. Okay, go ahead and distribute on the next one and see if you can solve for y. So a negative 32x, a positive 16y, and a negative 48. Okay, we're going to add the 32x. So 16y equals 32x minus 48. Divide 16, so 3 times. Cross out. So 32 divided by 16. 16, not 6, there we go, is 2. So 2x negative 48 divided by 16 is negative 3. So y equals 2x minus 3. All right, you should be good to go. Let's do some solving for y practice. You're going to do quizzes today, and then we're going to move on with another quiz and then start our next chapter.